Hey everyone, it's Lacey. Welcome back to Paws and Paper. So we're here for another one of our Drab to Fab Fridays. And today I'm still working on my Christmas journal. I think the last time we ended, I was making these fabric covered tags, which turned out really nice. See, they're all backed now. They turned out really good. And I didn't do this on camera, but these are the pockets that I had made for the signature. So this pretty wide lace has been sewn all the way around these signatures. So each one of these signatures now has these pretty lace pockets to hold those fabric tags that we had made. So now I am to the point where I want to fill up with some little things. So I was like, why not? Let's try using some playing cards and making some just little bits. Like these are like not for writing or anything really. These are just kind of fun things to just tuck in and look at. So that's what we're going to make today. And so I figured I really don't care, you know, that they're not writing. There's plenty of writing in the journal elsewhere. So these here are just more for decoration. So I thought we would make some together. So I'm thinking, and they're glossy and they're not vintage at all. These are like brand new. So we're gonna make them look old. See what we're doing there? So here's how I've been doing these. So again, I'm just gonna do kind of assembly line and see if we can do a couple here at the same time. You're gonna need some sandpaper. I just have like the sheet here. I think you can also get like a sanding block, which might be easier to hold. But I just had the paper sheets. Okay, so first what I want to do, I think I'm going to start on this side, because this side here, I really don't care to see any of the playing cards. So I'm going to kind of like collage this side. And I'm using scraps, so I got all my scraps here. And I'm thinking, let's just do some good old, hold on here, let me get my let's try to keep my desk halfway non-sticky, and we're just going to use good old glue stick. I like the Scotch Crete one, and we're just going to kind of collage up. And let's see here, I don't care if we see some of it, so maybe I'll just start with like, let's just try. And I'm gonna do all like kind of just rough tearing, rough everything. So let's see what we get here. And this is really old paper, so it's like tearing like butter. Okay. So what else we got? I've got little pieces of this and that. Maybe I should just get a little piece on each first. Is that what I should do? Maybe. Let's try. How about we just do one of these numbers? And how about, what if I just stick it all on there? If I just stick it all on like this, do you think I can tear it off then? Let's see if this will work, if it'll stick where I only had glue. I haven't tried these. I'm just kind of playing. I haven't tried all. Okay, so now I have my glue there, so I want to kind of tear off where the glue's not. There we go. And I'm going to end up covering all these, so if it stays sticky, that's fine. I'm going to end up using some more of I got my wax paper, not wax paper, but my parchment paper sheets here. And I'm going to like seal the whole thing in afterwards. So whatever I get, I'm fine with. I really will end up covering it all anyway. So I'm not too worried if it stays all the way covered. Here's a cool old like advertisement. Let's just see if we can get that one stuck on there too. Maybe we'll do the top. But yeah, these are just kind of really, they're quick to make, and you know, they add a fun little embellishment to your journals, and especially if you're not looking to have like any writing space, you know, if it's just a fun embellishment. I think these are kind of cool. So let's see here, and what's the back of this? I could use this text. That's almost perfect. Can always do it sideways. It doesn't have to be, you know, really, these are just meant to kind of spark your imagination and invoke you to just take time and look at it, like really hold the piece and play with it and maybe read a word or two. You know, that's kind of what the thought process is. Make you stop and really look at these. That's what's cool about, like, I think like the junk journaling things, is to find little pieces in here that really make you to stop and look at them. All right, so, I mean, we don't have to do crazy embellishments of anything. Like this one here, I just had done just a little bit of book page and a little, I had some of these smaller pieces of like a digikit that I put on there. So that's all I did on that one. And maybe these here, we could do the same. So maybe I could just, you guys want to be in a little bit closer here? There you go. And you can see a little bit closer. Maybe I should just do that. That's kind of cool. We'll do that. And I'm not inking these or anything because I will, when I put my parchment paper over it, it will get, I'm going to use the parchment paper and make it real grungy looking anyway. So I am not too awful worried if nothing's inked up. I don't know, do we care to see your face? Let's see, I've got this, maybe that's just not the right one. Maybe, how about the pine leaves are kind of cute. Yeah, and these here, I try not to fuss too much about it, of what I'm going to put on it and where it should go. I'm just trying to do it kind of quickly, and just kind of see what I get, because that's kind of what they are. They're just kind of a fun little see what you get piece. Let's see here, just digging around in the scraps. Maybe I should just stick with a piece. There we go. That looks good. And these here I'm all doing Christmas themed because this is going to go into the Christmas journal I'm making. But definitely could make these in a variety of ways that I think would be super, super cute. And yeah, how about him? We'll put this cute little dog and his ornament on there. That looks good. Okay. Whoa, completely lost that one. Did you see that? It flipped out of my hand. Okay. And we're just going to stick this guy. Yep, that looks good. Okay, so now there's all 4 of my backs. See those? Okay, so now I'm just going to flip them all over and make sure I have them all heads up, because I guess that doesn't matter either, does it? Because oh yes it does, because I have this one here like the right way. Okay, so I think I have them all going the right way of what I had glued stuff on. Okay, so now this side here, I wanted to have just like one focal piece. And I thought these little fussy cut images looked really good. So I'm going to use these as my centerpieces. And I'm just going to make like a one piece like focal point on this side. And then when we cover it, it'll all get sealed in. And then on this one here, I just added like a little ruffle topping. And we'll add some design with, I'm going to sew these around. So we're going to make it look good. So there we go. We got that one. How about this pretty angel here? And these are really pretty images. Like I said, these are what my thought was, is that you'll just kind of stop and appreciate them and look at them and just really enjoy taking time to look at the pictures. sometimes you need to do that. Like really look at the image, because they are really pretty. Because then you start to see like all the colors, and like you get in here and you can see like the color of her eyes and everything. So that's what I'm thinking on these. Just something to look at.
Paws and paper!
There's the pause call. Thank you. You're going to have to be here for every video now.
Anything for you, baby.
And the last one here, I got this cute little guy in his wheelbarrow hauling his Christmas tree. So, all right. So you see you can do a bunch of these really quickly. And these are kind of fun, you know, if you're always looking for pieces to put in your journal. You get playing cards, you get a whole bunch of cards to work with. Stick a few images on them and you've got lots of pieces to put in your journal. Okay, so let's get all these picked up from this page because now they're all sticky. Okay, so now what I want to do is take my piece of parchment here, and I am going to basically wrap these all up like a present, but I don't know if I can. I need to, here's what I want to do. So what I want to do is I want to wrap it so that it goes all the way around. Okay, so that we're going to seal it all the way in like this. So let me see how many I can get in here. And that's where our sanding paper comes in. Actually, I could probably do it this way and get more of them in. Okay. And then we will sand off all the excess and it comes off pretty easy. Okay, so let's just, there we go. And you don't need much excess. So you can get these pretty close to each other. Okay, so just like that. All right, so they're all, see, they're all fit in here. Let me show you. I got all 4 of them lined up in here. And now what I'm gonna do is just glue. I'm back to my my glue stick, and I'm going to just glue over top everything. And then the other side. So I've just glued both sides of everything. And we're going to stick it down. Okay? Same thing. Glue this side. Probably work better if I would stick it down here. And then glue this side. And if I don't get every corner, it's okay. Like I said, I'm going to sew around these. So I'm not worried about it coming apart. And the parchment paper here sticks. And you could use, like this here, all you really want to do is have something to seal it in. So you could definitely use tissue paper or... I don't know if I'd use vellum. You're going to want something really thin, so I think vellum is going to be way too thick. Because the whole purpose of this is to have it almost be transparent. So this, I think, would you know, tissue paper or this parchment paper would work good. Okay, so now that we've got both sides, okay, I think we're good there. And now, are we still all sticky? Let's get this. I'm trying to get them folded in here. Okay. And wrinkles are fine. We're trying to make it look old. And if you don't like them, really press them out because the wrinkles will flatten the more you press it. Okay. So there we go. Kind of get around your images. Okay. And the more you press and kind of, you know, burnish that in there, your tissue or paper, or your parchment paper or whatever, will get more transparent. And see what I did there? I made a boo-boo. So we need to fix that. And I believe I'm going to be able to do it this way. I may or may not. This may not work. Trying to use my glue here as a sealant. Okay, that may not work. We may have to find some other way to fix that, but we will fix it. We may just have to overlay something on top, even like doing this. Okay, we'll fix it. Don't worry. Okay, so now let's go ahead and just rough cut these out. Okay. Okay, so there we got them all rough cut out. And now what you want to do is you can take your sandpaper and kind of hold the card at an angle and just rub your sandpaper lightly in a few little times, and it'll start cutting your paper for you. And you can go both ways, back and forth. It'll tear. But you want to make sure it's sealed before you rip, because that's what I did there. So make sure your paper's cut before you tear it, and then just kind of keep sanding all the way around, turning it over. Okay. That looks looking good, getting there. And you can make your edges. This makes your edges kind of worn looking, which is when we ink it up, it's going to look cool. Okay, so this one here, we have all the excess paper cut off. Now see there? And we've got a bunch of fraying here, which is kind of good. You'll want that, because what we're going to do is we're going to take our ink, and I've got pieces everywhere here, so I'm going to take my ink, and now I need to find my dauber. Okay, here we go. So now I am just going to really age this up, especially the edges here. So see, it's taking the ink real well. Okay, and then I want to go over the whole thing lightly to age all of that then too. So see there, we're really getting the aged look, and that's what I want. Okay, so really go over this, especially this, the white side of the card. And this is where maybe you want to cover the whole card if you don't want to see any of the pure white of the card, but the inking really helps. And see if it comes up a little bit there. I didn't do a real good job gluing it all the way down. We can fix it. And I am going to sew it, so I'm not too concerned. Perfection is not necessary here.
I disagree.
Then you're in the wrong field. Okay, so that one there is done. And let's go ahead and get this one. And then we gotta fix that boo-boo there. We gotta figure out how to do that. So okay, so it comes off good. And you could probably sandpaper the cards first if you wanted to, because they're so glossy. and take off some of that sheen of the card before you even started anything. But since I knew I was going to cover them, I didn't really think we needed to do that. Okay, so now I've got all my edges off pretty good. And if you're not going to sew around these, make sure you do glue them really, really good. So now we're going to do the same thing here. And we're going to ink up the edges. All the way around. And then we're going to ink the whole face of the card to dull all that white down. Okay, and the wrinkles. See, the wrinkles look cute. That's what makes it look aged. That's good. So I'm liking all that. And now let's see. Okay, so we need to fix her thing here. So what can we do? Let's see if we can make it worse. Okay, so see, I still have that little hole there. So I'm going to try to glue this and see if I can get a piece to stick on there. So guys, don't give up if you make a mistake. Just keep trying to fix it. That's right. Just keep swimming. Isn't that that's what Dory says? Just keep swimming. All right. So there we go. So let's just keep layering that up a little bit. Okay. So now I have it stuck down with several layers there, and it's all sealed now. And let's see if when we grunge it up a little bit, that's not bad. I mean, it just looks really, you know, you got a bunch of layered pieces there, but it's not sticky and it's all layered down. So at least my picture is in there. And if you really didn't like that, you could go ahead and we could even put something over top of it and kind of just like layer it. It's not going to be sealed in there, but because we made a boo-boo, we have to improvise. So if I put this on top, do I want like, maybe I can make it look like the embellishment instead of like, see this one here, I did the pretty thing. Maybe if I put a paper embellishment, how about I need a piece of lace or something. So what do we got here? I need a small piece of lace, maybe that would work. Okay. I just want a real little piece. Okay. So maybe let's do this. I'm going to bring you in here so you can see a little bit closer. Now you're front and center. Okay, so I've just cut off a little piece of lace here. And I'm going to go over my area of the mistake. And we're going to get the lace on there. And let's let it kind of just all hang off to the side. And I've got fuzz and I got all kinds of stuff stuck to me. Woo. Okay, and so, see? Can you see? I can't get it off. Okay, so then we'll take this guy and we'll use the Fab Fix over top of that. And let's stick that right on there. Okay, so now, you see that card? It's like nothing ever happened to it. Okay, so let's go back this way a little bit. So see, you can fix your mistakes. Totally cute. And I'm going to sew around that one yet. Just kind of trying to let them dry a little bit. So I've got 2 of them done there. Okay, sorry, I need to get some of these out of the way. This drives me crazy with all the little pieces everywhere. Okay, so then we still have these 2. And let's quickly get these guys sanded here. And you could probably ink these in other colors too. I was just going for the vintage photo. I just wanted them to look old. Okay, go a little bit more. And instead of, instead of like the glue stick too, you could use like the Mod Podge or whatever, just anything, even wet white glue would work, whatever, just something sticky to get your tissue paper or parchment paper stuck down. Okay, let's just do this one at the same time, then we'll both be in the same place. And then it gets to the fun part of just adding the fun little embellishments. I mean, that's always the fun part, is the decorating. I don't know how loud that is. I hope that's not super loud. Okay. Looking good there. We've got little flippy pieces here that don't want to cooperate. Just add a little bit more glue. And they're down. Okay. Alright. So now we're to the inking. I lost my, oh here, way over here. Okay, so let's ink this one. And like I said, these are really fun and easy. You get a lot of them. They're super inexpensive, and it's a great way just to make your own little, ephemera pieces for your journals. You can always, totally customize them to the different themes of your journal or whatever. Provide a good back. Like the cardstock is good backing for a lot of projects. Okay, so let's ink this one up here. Kind of like the crossways book page on that one. That one turned out cute. Okay, and ink that one. And then we're almost to the last part of putting on the little frilly pieces. It's kind of like the icing on the cake, the little toppers. Okay, and you can do as much grunging or as least grunging, as much or as little as you would like. Okay, and on this one, like if you can see here on the corners, I really tried to sand the corners there so they kind of got really like frayed and beat up. And you can totally do that on these corners too. You just keep kind of gently sanding the corners, and then they start to get frayed and stuff. That way they look like they've been, and then you re-ink them, then they'd actually look like they've been played and used. So that's kind of fun. Make them look really old, even though they're not. Okay, so now I am going to take these to the sewing machine, and this one here you can see I have been playing around with this little star stitch and the straight stitch. I think it looks kind of like snowflakes. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sew around each one of these, and then I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I'm back from the sewing machine, and this is what I've got here. And this time I've had white thread in there, so I've done the little cute little snowflakes. So I'm gonna just kind of gently go over that. I do want that to be a little bit toned down on the white. I don't want it to be quite so stark white. But yeah, they look super cute when they're, all sewn around like that. The little little snowflake pattern or whatever you want to call that on my sewing machine. I just thought that was a cute one. I don't normally do the decorative stitchings, but I did like this one. And actually, I think this one's almost turning out to be my favorite one already because of the little embellishment down there. I do like that. Okay, so the last thing I did then, I'm gonna add just a little topper to these. I had done like, the little ruffle toppers. That's what I was kind of planning on, but now I'm kind of like, oh, I think I kind of like the little lace bottoms on these almost. So I had in my little, I pre-make a bunch of these like little ruffle things here. I don't know if you can see my whole thing. So any little scraps of fabric and stuff or ribbon, I just start making these little ruffles. I really like to use them. They're super easy, and I can plop them down on and anything really quick. And just like that, you know, we have something that looks really, you know, cute. Like it's already, you know, pre-decorated. So let me just play around here a little bit. I'm not sure what I like where yet. So this is just kind of a trial and error thing of putting stuff places to see if I like it somewhere. See, and I'm not sure I want to put too much stuff at the bottom, because then it would have to kind of be more of like an upper tuck or a bigger tuck. So let me think. I kind of wanted to really just have them to be something, you know, you tuck in real simple. Problem I'm running into is with the pictures. I don't want to cover up the pictures too much. Okay, I do know I like that, so let's just do this one here. And you don't have to put anything else on them. I think they're really cute just the way they are, but I'm gonna just stick this on there, and I think it just really makes a really cute card. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna do anything with this one, because actually I probably could just do a couple more like that if I don't like. I could do, well, let's just do one more with the, do I like that, or do I want, what else I got? Just a little piece of the gold. It's kind of cute. I really like this. This is some vintage old ribbon I found. It's got like the gold and silvers in it. Really old, really cool. So let's place this one up here, and I'm still just using my Fabrifix for this. Let's just stick that guy up there. Kind of add a little bit of an angle. That's cute. Okay, and then how about, since we've had our happy little mistake there, isn't that what Bob Ross used to say? Happy mistakes. Let's just do some lace on that one. So I got some pretty pink kind of ruffly lace. Would that look cute? Maybe I could just do down the whole side, maybe, or maybe just at the top a little bit. Let's see. Oh, this is the one that has the. At this point, I do actually. A lot of times I do this and make it ruffled, and I don't like it ruffled. So let's just see here if I take just a little piece. You can't see anything, can you? You can't see what I'm doing. Okay. Trying to figure out where I want to put it. Do I want it on the side? Or do I want... I'm back just here rummaging in my lace pile. Trying to think. Got this really pretty red stuff, but this is not so red. Oh, just pick something. What do you got? Maybe I should just do some of this. Just a piece off there. See, I just think that's too big. Okay, ooh, down there in the corner. Okay, I like that. That way or this way? This way. This way. Okay, let's just settle on that. I like that. Let's go for that. Okay, so let's get this down here. That's a hard part. You're trying to just pick stuff out. That's what I said. I'm not good at the whole. If you watched my last video, maybe not my last video, no, the craft with me video. I'm not real good at the whole craft with me thing because, like I said, I'm pretty slow. It takes a long time for me to pick stuff out. Okay. Now I had glued the back of these, so now I gotta get the glue off there. Okay, because I want that to overhang. Okay, so I'm just pulling the glue off the back of my little applique thingy. Okay, so that looks cute. Now I need a little something. Oh, where's this stuff? Would this look cute? I had shown you guys this stuff the last time. This was kind of fun. Could I add maybe a little, see if I can get a little, can I get a bow? Let's see if I can get a bow. Okay, where are you at? Quickly, I'm like the world's worst bow maker. Okay, here we go. I think I got one. And there we go. Okay. I actually have a little bow, so maybe if I can get just a little. And this is fun because these are all just wild everywhere, you know, the little bows, and they make crazy stuff everywhere. So if I get that, and let's glue this guy down. Let's just see. Put a drip of glue there, and let's just try to get the center of my bow. There we go. Alright, that's looking kind of cute. And see how it just, the stringies are wild everywhere out. That's what I like. I think that's cool. And I just want to make these a little bit shorter, I believe. Well, that's really cute. I like that. I like the wildness of the string. Oh gosh. I have more glue on my hands. Where did you glue? Stay! Ugh. Disaster. Okay, here we go. Try again. You stay there. Okay. Now don't touch it because you have more glue in your hands than anywhere else. Alright, so there we go. I think we did a couple really cute ideas here. So if you're looking for a fun way to add a bunch of fun little just ephemera pieces, get out a deck of cards and you can make. So I think these turned out really cute. And like I said, they're not really meant for anything. They're just little pieces of something to look at. So thanks for joining me, guys, and I will see you next time. Hope you're having a great day. Bye.